Talking 911, state your location.
Hey, Highway 31 North, there's been a very bad accident. Somebody's definitely hurt. It was really bad.
Talking 911, state your location.
Yeah, I need fire and rescue and sheriff up here in front of Liberty Baptist Church on Highway 31. It's right down from Marbury High School. Somebody's trapped in the car.
Haynes 700, Rescue 1, Battalion 1, MVA with entrapment. 2315 Highway 31 North at Liberty Baptist Church. It's going to be entrapment with the female still inside the vehicle.
My wreck was a lot worse than what people think, and I was told that whenever they got to the scene that they had to call life flight and everything because they didn't think that I was going to be alive. And whenever they got there, they were very shocked that I was conscious, and I had to be cut out of my seatbelt and carried onto the ambulance. And I remember the lights and just the sounds. They just scared me, honestly, and I don't really remember the ambulance ride at all. I remember waking up in the hospital to both of my parents being in the room, and I had no idea why I was there. I remember all the blood all over my hands and all over my face, and the burns from the airbags, and the huge bruises all down my leg. And then I remember not being able to walk, and the first thing I thought of was, how am I going to be able to play volleyball? So this is my senior year, and it started out just like I thought it would, you know, just playing my last volleyball season. Everybody was emotional. And so since it's last year, I decided to try to do everything that I could, because you're never going to get it back. And I remember my school finally had another homecoming dance, so I decided that I was going to go with my friends, and we got ready, and it was a great time. I remember going to my friend's house, and she curled my hair, and another girl came over, and we were just getting ready all together, and then we rode to the dance, and we were leaving, just like you do. And I didn't think anything of it. My friend actually rode with somebody else, and I was in a head-on collision with a drunk driver. And it has truly changed my life forever. If you know me, you know how stubborn I am. Very, very determined to, if I have something in my mind, I'm gonna do it. And so I was very determined to get back to normal as quickly as possible so that I could play for my senior year. And we actually made school history. So we had all been working on getting better, but the season was cut short for me, and I never got to play like I was before the wreck, but I was so determined that my coach did let me play, and I proved to her that I wanted it. And no, I couldn't play like I did before, but I'm still very proud that I was able to go back on that court. And then while I was sitting out, I looked at all my teammates, and I just was so happy that I made it out. Like, I couldn't imagine have played my last game or say goodbye to them for the last time without even knowing it. And that's what the wreck really taught me, was that, like, don't leave people without telling them goodbye or how much you love them, or giving them that hug that you don't want to give them, because that's how I am. I don't like physical affection. So now it's very important to me to tell people how much I care about them, just because you never know when the last time you're going to see somebody will be. So it's made us all realize how valuable our time here is, and it's reminded us to just tell each other that we love each other every time we leave, or give each other that hug, or just send out that random text saying I love you, or checking in on one another. I've been told multiple times by almost everybody I've came into contact with that's seen pictures of my wreck that God was definitely sitting in my lap, and I truly believe that. And I struggle with who I am and believing that God can love me, or I struggle with seeing myself as valuable, because if I can't love me, how could somebody of His power and His grace love me? And I learned through the wreck that He could have ended it right there very easily, but He didn't, and that He wasn't done with my story, and He wasn't done with me yet. So it taught me that I am here for a reason, and that despite what I do think of myself, that God loves me for me, and my plans are not His plans, and He does everything for a reason. Sometimes I look back at everything that's happened this year, and I'm just amazed at what God has brought me through, and I feel like I could be so bitter and upset, but the truth is I'm really not. I'm actually just thankful. My favorite Bible verse is James 1, 2, and 3, and it says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." So I think that that verse is perfect for me, and of course I wouldn't have chosen that to happen in my life, but it's a part of His plan, and that's why He's God and I'm not. He's going to use it for bigger things than I could ever imagine. And I'm so thankful for all my family and all the healthcare workers who helped me through this and just got me back on track to where I'm supposed to be in my life. And throughout the rest of my life, I pray that I can just shine His light.